Good morning everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Beck. If this is our first time meeting, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I'm going to be sharing with you the top 5 things that I wish I knew before entering into motherhood. The first thing that I wish I knew is sleep deprivation is real. No matter how many textbooks I read, no matter how many sleep programs or websites or apps or whatever, my children had their own minds and they were going to sleep when they wanted to sleep and do what they needed to do, and I just had to try and figure out the best way for them. They were really good sleepers for the first 3 months in that sleepy newborn phase, but after 3 months their brain switched on, their eyes were open, and the world was their oyster. They were not going to miss out on any of it, and so we had to become really strict on their sleep for daytimes, and then night times our girls would just wake up regularly for feeds, and we didn't get both of the girls out of our bedroom until 6 months. And then even Zoe, she's only just moved into her own room now and she's 12 months old, and that's just how we have done it because they just wake up throughout the night, and we're trying to make it as easy as we can for ourselves because we are working parents and we need to just make sure that we're getting enough sleep throughout the night so we can function during the day, not only for our jobs but so we can be the best parents that we can be. So make sure you are kind to yourself through the sleep deprivation stage. Be safe in whatever you do, but don't worry about what other people think. Trust your instincts and trust that what you're doing as a parent is the best possible way for you to love your child and to love yourself. The second thing I wish I knew is breastfeeding is hard. I have spoken to many moms and they are in the same position. I think it maybe is a minority that can just pick up their bub and feed with no problems. But for me and the people that I've spoken to, there are a couple of things that breastfeeding is difficult with. And even though we have breasts and we have been made to breastfeed, some people just can't, and some people find it really difficult, and other people just thrive. So I'm one of those people who I found it really difficult. I find latching really difficult. Amira was tongue-tied and Zoe had a really strong latch and gave me blood blisters. So both the girls have been tricky, and then I am not a dairy cow. I have to work at my milk supply, and first time around with Amira I didn't know where to go, who to talk to or answers to find in order to help my milk, and so it kind of petered off around the 6-month mark. But with Zoe I was much more prepared, had lactation biscuits that a friend had made, got the recipe, drunk all my water, even had some herbal vitamins that I took that had fenugreek in it to really boost it, and I kept her breastfeeding schedule so I could pump at work, and it was so much easier, but it still was a challenge. So if you are out there and you're a first-time mum thinking, why can't I do this, shouldn't it be natural, work through it if you can, get that support network around you, and just be determined. But at the same time, remember your mental health. It is not worth the pain and the suffering all to just do it. You know, it is financially cheaper to breastfeed. For us as a family, that was something that pushed me forward to feed as long as we could, was because tins of formula is expensive. So do what's best for you, for the baby, and for your family. The third thing that I wish I knew from the start is the Wonder Weeks. It comes as a book and an app, and these are just a godsend for why all of a sudden your baby has turned and they're no longer themselves. They can be difficult, clingy, they go off their food, all those sorts of things, and it's because they're going through a developmental milestone. And I found this book really helpful. I also have an app, so it gives me like a reminder when my kids are entering the next Wonder Week. Sometimes it's not a week, it's a month long, but it definitely provides answers about your baby's development. It gives you suggestions of things that you can do to help your baby develop, and it tells you kind of like the goal for the end of this development. So we've noticed, especially with Zoe this time around, that every wonder block, I'm just going to call it, we can see development and growth, whether that be crawling or standing or all of a sudden being able to eat human food like finger food, all those sorts of things, the babbling, the words, it's all coming in exactly where this book is saying that's where their brain is going to be developing in. It's worth buying or downloading or grabbing a copy because it will give you peace of mind when this whole parenting gig is so new. The fourth thing that I wish I knew is every stage has its pros and cons, especially as a first-time parent having one child. I found like I was wishing it away because I found every stage really difficult, and then I am at the stage now where Amira is about to head off to kindy, and I'm like, wow, that time has gone so fast. And so to really be living and present in every single stage, I would highly recommend, like, don't wish the newborn stage away just because you're sleep deprived, because the pro is the fact like they sleep all through the day for some reason, and you can take them out and about and they will just go with you. And then, you know, the crawling stage is so much fun with them just exploring and picking things up, even though the con is the fact you have to constantly be cleaning and watching out for what they're eating. And then all of a sudden they start walking and they start talking, and then they want to participate in activities and do things with you, and all of it has the positives and the negatives, and to take it as a package deal, because my fifth and final thing I wish I knew is it really does go fast. I remember when Amira was a newborn, like I said, was wishing the time away. I thought this was taking forever. I was never going to get to a point where I had a child instead of a baby, and the baby phase just isn't something that I thrive in. And now, like I said, she's going to kindy next year, and then she's going to be at school, and that's just, it blows my mind, because there was that time where I thought it was never going to end, but it does end, and it ends too fast. And then Zoe being our second child, I feel like this first year has literally flown by. I can't believe she is over a year old now. Like, it's the complete opposite of Amira's story. And I am just trying to take as many pictures as I can, to take as many videos that I can, to be present in the moment, to not always have my phone on me, and just enjoy being their mum and enjoy them being little, which is the reason why I am loving part-time work, because I'm getting the best of both worlds in being a mum as well as keeping in touch with my career as a teacher. So if you've liked these tips, please give this video a big thumbs up. If you have any other comments on things that you wish that you had known before you became a parent, especially in that first year of parenting, please comment below, because I'd love to hear them, because this parenting gig doesn't come with a rule book. We only have each other. And I'll see you in the next video.